Good Wednesday morning. Key election results rolling in overnight.
And they could shape the future of both parties. It is August 5th. This is Today. Major victory.
We're still standing.
NBC News projecting a win for progressive Abdul El-Sayed in Michigan's closely watched Democratic Senate primary. The stage now set for a midterm clash with a Trump-backed Republican that could decide the balance of power on Capitol Hill. We'll have the very latest and break down the results of the night's other crucial races across the country. In court, the armed man arrested at President Trump's golf course in California set to face a judge today. Police now saying he appeared to be monitoring security ahead of the president's visit. A notebook with concerning statements found inside his home. We'll take you inside the investigation. Wiped out. Entire neighborhoods in Washington state destroyed by those devastating wildfires. The man accused of starting one of them in jail after appearing in court. As residents who lost their homes are outraged.
It feels impossible that one person could cause this much damage to people and to property and to a community.
We're there live, and Al's tracking today's new fire danger. Growing food fears. A major salmonella outbreak potentially linked to jalapenos served at Chipotle. More than 100 people sick so far. The popular chain now pulling those peppers, while cases of that other nasty stomach bug continue to surge. Everything you need to know straight ahead. All that plus asleep on the job.
To make all of this happen.
We're getting the inside story behind this viral moment. A morning news anchor dozing off mid-show. That busy mom of two has set her alarm bright and early to join us here live and have a little fun about the nap seen around the world. And TED Talk.
Knock-a-doodle-doo.
Everyone's favorite coach is back with the overnight release of a highly anticipated new season of Ted Lasso.
Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Too bad you're coaching a bunch of cows.
And you better believe we are celebrating its return in a big way when Jason Sudeikis stops by Studio 1A today, Wednesday, August 5th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Greg Melvin from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today. So glad you've decided to start your Wednesday morning with us. Laura Jared in for Savannah today. And the man behind the mustache himself, Jason Sudeikis. He's going to join us live here this morning.
Yeah, can't wait to talk to him about the new show. Maybe he'll show you his dance moves.
Yeah.
We got the Believe sign in studio now.
We've got it right there in the vestibule.
There we go.
We've been tapping it all morning.
Getting some good luck.
Yes, we're looking forward to that conversation. First, though, there are several breaking stories that we're watching on a very busy Wednesday morning, including new heat alerts across the West. Nearly 30 million facing yet another day of brutal temperatures that have been fueling those dangerous wildfires, especially in Washington state.
Meantime, there are new details this morning about the man arrested at one of President Trump's golf courses in California. Authorities now saying he was heavily armed with illegal weapons.
But we are going to start with the overnight results of those crucial primaries spanning 5 states. The most closely watched race in Michigan for the Democratic Senate nomination. Seen by many as a battle for the direction of the Democratic Party itself. We've got complete coverage this morning. We'll start with NBC's chief Capitol Hill correspondent, Ryan Nobles. Ryan, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. And no doubt the results in Michigan were a little bit closer than the polls predicted, but nonetheless, it was a good night for progressives in their efforts to take over the Democratic Party. And if Abdul El-Sayed is able to hold on in Michigan, it could be the most competitive race on the Senate map, and it will be crucial to Democrats' hopes of taking back the majority.
Overnight, a victory for progressive Democrats in battleground Michigan. In the closely watched, high-stakes Democratic Senate primary, voters choosing Abdul El-Sayed as their party's Senate nominee, defeating establishment-backed Congresswoman Haley Stevens.
Tomorrow we begin to mend fences. We have a responsibility to assure that we unite to make sure that Mike Rogers never sees the inside of the U.S. Senate.
The former public health official ran on a populist platform, campaigning on Medicare for all and abolishing ICE, and touting endorsements from progressives, including Bernie Sanders, who spoke with Kristen Welker and Hallie Jackson overnight.
I'm very proud of the campaign that he ran. It was a grassroots campaign. He had thousands and thousands of volunteers.
President Trump last night blasting progressive candidates like Al Sayed.
I think either they're very naive or they actually want to ruin the country. Anybody doing what they're doing and what they're espousing, everything turns out to ashes and junk and filth.
Al Sayed will now face a bruising battle against the Republican nominee, former Congressman Mike Rogers, who was endorsed by Trump for an open seat. That seat critical to Democrats' hopes of retaking the Senate this fall. In the Michigan governor's race, another Trump-backed candidate, John James, will face off against the Democratic nominee, Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson. Progressives are also claiming victory in a key Michigan House primary, with activist William Lawrence defeating two Democratic challengers, setting up a race with Republican Tom Barrett in a district that President Trump carried by just 1 point in 2024. All of it raising the stakes for control of Congress in the midterm elections that are now just 90 days away.
And while it was no doubt a good night for progressives, it was not a complete sweep. Moderates did win races in other parts of Michigan, in Missouri, and in Virginia, where the more moderate candidates won in 2 districts that Democrats are counting on in their efforts to take back the House majority. Craig?
Ryan, thank you. For more now on the primary results and that nail-biter in Michigan, let's bring in Kristen Welker, moderator of Meet the Press. Kristen, always good to have you. Let's start there in Michigan with Al Sayed's win. What can we glean from the win itself, and what do we think that the narrow margin could mean come general election time for him?
Well, great questions, Craig. Look, it is significant that Abdul Al-Sayed is out front this morning. He took on the party's establishment. He was outspent nearly 11-1, and it is the first strong showing by a progressive in a battleground state, so statewide. But look, it was a much narrower showing than expected. In fact, this morning, many news outlets haven't called the race yet. All of it underscoring the challenges Al-Sayed may face in a general, as you say, against Republican Mike Rogers, who's made it clear he actually prefers to run against Al-Sayed. And that is going to be the big question in this election cycle. Can a progressive candidate win in a purple state? Al-Sayed will need to win over moderate and independent voters. And in addition to that, in my conversations with his campaign advisors, I'm told the strategy is also to try to turn out people who don't typically participate in elections. Look, the bottom line, it is nearly impossible for Democrats to win the Senate without Michigan, so the stakes could not be higher. Craig and Laura.
Kristen, you know, in some ways, primaries are hard because it exposes the fractions and divisions within the party. What do you think the biggest challenges for Democrats are going into November?
Well, the biggest challenge is just that, to unify. The race between Haley Stevens and Abdul Al-Sayed was a bruising one. And in interviews with Senator Bernie Sanders, who backed Al-Sayed, Congresswoman Debbie Dingell, who did not endorse, they both stressed the need for Democrats to come together in the wake of this hard-fought Senate primary. But look, deep divisions remain, including over support for Israel. And many have seen Al-Sayed's win as a rebuke to the establishment, to the Democratic Party, which went all in on Stevens. So how will they navigate all this energy from voters on the left? Look, overall, while it was a strong night for progressives, as Ryan was just saying, it wasn't a clean sweep. In fact, former Representative Cori Bush lost her race to a more moderate candidate in a key Missouri district, as one example. So the big picture question here, will this new wave of progressive enthusiasm help or hurt Democrats' chances to try to take back the Senate and the House in November, guys?
All right, we shall see. Kristen Welker. Kristen, thank you. We know you'll have much more on Sunday, because if it's Sunday, it's Meet the Press.
All right. Also this morning, we are learning more about an alarming arrest at President Trump's golf course in Southern California. An armed man taken into custody just days before the president was set to visit. NBC's senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez joins us with more on this. Gabe, good morning.
Laura, good morning. Overnight, authorities charging that California man, and he's expected to make his first court appearance later today. Investigators and the Secret Service are now trying to determine why he appeared to be scoping out the president's golf course just days before his arrival. This morning, a California man in court after an alleged threat to President Trump. The arrest coming over the weekend at the Trump National Golf Course near Los Angeles. Plainclothes federal agents say they noticed 38-year-old Janine John Teal taking photographs and videos and, quote, appearing to monitor security planning activities, just days ahead of the president's visit to the course for a fundraiser. He faces weapons charges after officials say they found a 16-round magazine on Teal, a loaded pistol in his car, and more items at his home, including guns, body armor, high-capacity magazines, radio signal devices, and notebooks containing, quote, concerning statements. The incident comes after multiple assassination attempts on the president, including the 2024 arrest of another man with a rifle at another Trump golf course in Florida. The president responding overnight.
Well, the only thing I get a little solace from is they say only consequential presidents. And I am definitely consequential.
The president on a whirlwind trip to the West Coast, also weighing in on the future of his longtime close ally Jeanine Pirro, the U.S. attorney in D.C. and former Fox News host.
I just think she was totally wrong.
Pirro's job with the Justice Department now in jeopardy after she dropped a felony case against a former U.S. Olympian accused of vandalizing the reflecting pool, one of the president's major renovations in Washington. Pirro and Trump, quote, had it out in the Oval Office on Monday, according to a source briefed on their meeting. Pirro, seen here leaving the White House, now argues in a court filing that the pool's lining was peeling not because of vandalism, but because of a flawed installation by the contractor. The source says she has not offered to resign, but the president remains pretty furious with her.
I told her I was not happy.
Is she safe? Are you going to keep her in the position?
I haven't made a determination.
In a new court filing, the former Olympian's defense team is asking a judge to permanently bar any effort to resurface what they called a politically motivated prosecution. Laura?
All right, Gabe Gutierrez, thank you.
Well, we go to Ohio now, where Republican Congressman Max Miller is doubling down on his vow to remain in his re-election race despite facing allegations of abuse from his former wife. The deadline to drop out now, just hours away. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell has been following this story. She joins us now with the latest. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. The Ohio congressman says he will not go quietly. He denies allegations of domestic abuse, and he's resisting calls that he exit his race for a third term in the House. The controversy around Max Miller has exposed a deep rift in a prominent political family where the congressman and his former father-in-law, a U.S. senator, are at odds. Ohio Republican Max Miller says he is staying in his race and fighting back.
I will never, ever, ever let my baby girl see her dad walk away as a quitter.
While Senator Bernie Moreno, whose daughter Emily is divorced from Miller and claims Miller has abused her, allegations the congressman denies.
This is truly the seventh level of hell. This has been a horrific experience for my entire family.
Moreno says Miller is unfit for public office. He described a custody swap Sunday, claiming Miller would not hand over his granddaughter's favorite toy.
She has a little blue bunny that she sleeps with, literally held it hostage for 48 hours.
The House Ethics Committee opened a probe that Miller requested that will focus on whether he may have engaged in domestic violence and abuse or illegal drug use. In an interview Tuesday, Miller acknowledged past drug use.
The last time I had illegal drugs would have been, I don't know, several years ago.
He is refuting allegations Emily Moreno made in police reports that Miller pointed a gun at her and scalded her with hot water.
Ms. Moreno filed the police report. The prosecutor looked at it. They looked at it for a very long time. There was nothing there.
Miller, a former Trump White House staffer, citing the president's past response to crisis.
In 2016, when President Donald J. Trump faced the most extreme allegations in the world that hit him day after day after day, he stayed in and he was resilient.
And described a phone call from the president about his own re-election chances.
He said, Maxie, it's going to be a tough race. And he said, I don't know if you're going to be able to, pull this one out.
The president was asked about Miller overnight.
I hope he's able to work it out. I feel badly for him.
While in another interview late last night, the congressman again vowing to stay in the race.
There's no chance that I'm removing myself from this race.
Ohio's 7th congressional district had been considered a likely Republican win in November before this controversy erupted so publicly. Today is a key deadline for the GOP to choose another candidate and replace Miller if he were to drop out. So apart from the family distress, Republicans are trying to hang on to control of the House and have this to worry about as well. Craig?
Kelly O'Donnell from Washington for us. Kelly, thank you.
We do have much more to get to, including those devastating western wildfires. This morning, crews are continuing to fight dozens of out-of-control blazes across the region there as new details emerge on the man accused of arson in one of the destructive fires in Spokane, Washington. We're going to get to Al's full forecast in just a moment. But first, NBC's Morgan Chesky is in Spokane for us. Morgan, good morning.
Yeah, Laura, good morning. And authorities say that 37-year-old Aaron Farnacci is currently being held on a $1 million bond, charged in starting the very fire that has already burned thousands of acres and hundreds of homes, including the very one that we are standing in front of. This development is being met in this community with a mixture of anger and sadness, as folks here grapple with the fact that this horrific disaster may not have been an accident.
This morning, an exhaustive firefight in eastern Washington. Frontline crews facing a sweltering heat wave as they battle a fiery disaster. In Spokane, the man authorities say is responsible for setting the most destructive fire in the state's history, appearing in court for the first time.
Did you hear and understand the rights that I went over?
Yes, Your Honor.
The sheriff releasing this image of officers arresting Aaron Farnacci, the 37-year-old now accused of starting the blaze that has already scorched entire neighborhoods, wiping out hundreds of homes.
It was citizens who were paying attention to their surroundings, being aware and willing to step up and say something that led to the relatively quick apprehension of Mr. Farnacci.
Here in Spokane, with thousands still evacuated, emotions are raw.
To hear all of this may have been the work of an arsonist.
Yeah, I mean, I think to say we're mad and upset are a vast understatement.
It feels impossible that one person could cause this much damage to people and to property and to a community.
Lindsay and Chris Sabo say they just paid off their home 5 weeks ago.
All of our things are gone. We have nothing.
That's our house. Lindsay's parents, Ken and Lisa Anderson, who live nearby, lost their home too. The unimaginable losses hitting them all hard, especially their children.
What are you going to miss the most?
Memories and like Christmas and like having memories with other people and like all my friends' house burnt down, so that was more memories.
Their house right there, it's about to go down in flames.
Why would somebody do this? Look at what they've caused. Look at the disruption, the devastation, the hurt.
And this morning, we are learning more about the suspect. In 2010, Farnacci pleaded guilty to manslaughter for killing his own father in Arizona. He did serve prison time for that, but was released 6 years ago. As for this arson charge, he has yet to enter a formal plea. We expect him to do that tomorrow at an arraignment. Back to you.
A long road ahead for that community. Morgan, thank you.
So much devastation out west. Mr. Roker is tracking the ongoing fire danger there. Also, new round of rain in other parts of the country.
That's right, but they're not getting it where they need it. Good morning, everybody. From Colorado all the way to the Pacific Northwest, we've got almost 100 fires still burning out there. And, of course, that ongoing smoke with it continues to cause air quality alerts, big problems. We are looking for really unhealthy air, especially in the Pacific Northwest, but moderately unhealthy all the way back down into the Rockies. And then you've got this heat, unrelenting heat. Lake Havasu City, 109. Palm Springs, 111. Fresno, 104. Tuba City, 103. And then we're roasting right along the coast. Redding, 104. Triple digits in Medford. Portland's going to be 96. And look at this. As we go into the weekend, we are going to see that heat moving east. Casper, Wyoming, near 100, right into Saturday. Same in Salt Lake City. Boise, Idaho, triple digits as well. No relief in sight and no appreciable rain expected over the next several days. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
A live look there, 7:30. There's a plaza crowd on this Hump Day Wednesday. And Laura and Jared, guess who's going to be out there in the next hour with that crowd?
Do tell.
The king of Bravo himself, Mr. Andy Cohen, and some of the wildly popular show's most memorable characters, believe it or not, 20 years since the first Real Housewives debut.
But we can assure you there will be no fights, there will be no hair pulling.
No tables being turned over.
They all get along now.
Well.
was it too positive?
Yes.
All right. Well, first up in this half hour, though, the search for answers to yet another foodborne illness outbreak.
Yeah, health officials in Minnesota are now investigating a wave of salmonella cases, while the CDC continues to track the source of that nationwide cyclospora outbreak as well. NBC's Ann Thompson continues to follow these stories for us. Hey, Ann, good morning.
Good morning. You know, first it was lettuce and now it's jalapenos. More than 100 cases in Minnesota, with the vast majority of those people having eaten recently at Chipotle, according to the state's health department. The popular restaurant chain says they've removed and replaced the peppers in question as health officials face yet another outbreak connected to the food we eat.
For thousands of Americans who frequent the produce aisle, it's been a summer to forget.
I am on day 17 of this parasite, and I'm not having a good time.
The CDC now confirming more than 10,000 cases of cyclospora infections across 47 states, and they're looking into another 12,000, some of which federal officials say are linked to the recalled iceberg lettuce supplied by Taylor Farms. Ohio's health director says it's not time to avoid fruits and vegetables altogether, but instead focus on inspecting and cleaning the produce we buy.
This is something to take very seriously.
Meanwhile, this morning, diners in Minnesota are waking up to a recent salmonella surge. At least 110 cases have been identified so far, according to the state's health department. With jalapenos from a popular fast casual chain, Chipotle, a main focus. State officials say 89% of those who've gotten sick since mid-June ate at Chipotle, while the rest dined at other Mexican-style restaurants. In a statement, Chipotle saying they, quote, proactively removed the jalapenos in question and replaced them with products from different growers.
What's the difference between salmonella and cyclosporiasis?
Cyclosporiasis is from a parasite, and people tend to recover very slowly over a couple weeks' time period. With salmonella, we see 400 deaths a year.
As Americans grow more weary and worried about these events, industry experts say these recent outbreaks highlight correctable flaws in our nation's food supply.
Every company, no matter big, small, should be following very, very strict food safety protocols in order to make sure that they're not killing their customers or making their customers sick.
It's a lot of folks are legitimately worried right now. And you mentioned there in the story that lettuce may not be the only link here. What else are officials looking at?
Well, with the cyclospora outbreak in North Carolina, they say when they interview people, there are two herbs that keep coming up, parsley and cilantro. So they are telling people in that state, look, remove it if you're eating it fresh or cook it, because that way it will kill the parasite. In Michigan, they have been advising people in that state to avoid bagged salads because of cyclospora. Now, with the salmonella outbreak in Minnesota and perhaps elsewhere, the FDA is looking at not just peppers or the jalapeno peppers, but other things as well. So they haven't pointed to a single source on a national basis. In Minnesota, they think it's the peppers, mainly from Chipotle.
All right. So likely more to come, though. So,
yes.
All right, Ann, Thank you.
Appreciate it, Ann. Still ahead for you. What have you been watching this year? Well, on Pop Start, we're going to break down the new list of 2026 most streamed shows.
Who doesn't love a good episode of Bluey? Also, the star of a video that's just racking in the views. This news anchor and busy mom of two falling asleep on the air. And oh no, looks like she's done it again. We're going to rouse Dominic Dillon up. We're going to rouse her. We're going to talk about the viral moment, the big show of support that she's also getting now as well. It's a really cool story. We'll talk about it right after this.
With a moment that is going viral, and it's one that a lot of parents and early morning TV hosts can relate to.
Oh, yes. All right, so take a look at this. Morning news anchor in Memphis briefly dozes off during the live broadcast, a viewer capturing that video and then, of course, posting it online as well.
Well, Dominique Dillon is very much awake for us here in Studio 1A. We're going to talk to her in just a moment. But first, here's her story.
As someone who delivers the news every day,
in our continuing coverage,
Dominique Dillon never expected to have her own headline-making moment. But that's just what happened when the Good Morning Memphis anchor and reporter was caught on camera dozing off during a report. Video of the moment quickly going viral.
Sleeping Beauty over here.
Her co-anchor having some fun.
Kind of makes you want to take a nap.
I wasn't napping. There was something in my eye, obviously.
People online quickly jumping to Dominique's defense, posting, "Excellence can be exhausting." A local news meteorologist adding, "I've been there and I get it." Other viewers noting Dominique is a mom of 2 young girls who only returned from maternity leave in April, writing, "She has a little one at the house, so her nights are different right now." Another commenting, "All mamas can relate." The California native got her start in news in 2017, working in Texas and Louisiana before moving to Memphis 2 years later. Now, she's taking her sleepy moment in stride, sharing this photo with her co-anchor and smiling on the anchor desk the next morning with this quote, "Every morning you have 2 choices, continue to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase them."
Well, she's here and she's chasing those dreams. She's wide awake. You had a good night's sleep. We're so happy to have you. I think this story just really hit home with so many parents, so many people. You've seen all the support, but we need the backstory, Dominique. We need to understand what happened, because you're used to waking up at 1:30. So what happened?
Okay, so the night before, my husband, he worked a double at BNSF Railway. I have a 2-year-old. I have an 8-month-old. And I was trying to get them down to sleep at 8 o'clock, but my 8-month-old, she wasn't having it.
She's fighting, she's teething? What's happening?
She was teething. She was teething, and I just couldn't console her. I gave her some teething medicine, and nothing was working. Next thing you know, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock before I can actually get her down to sleep. And then all I have is a couple of hours of rest before I have to be up in the morning and be at work.
Well, at what point in that video did you realize, I'm asleep on live TV?
When my meteorologist, Brittany DeBose, whispered my name from across the room.
Hey, I mean, but where's the control room in this moment?
They're there, but they didn't think I was sleeping. They thought I was simply looking down at my tablet. Yeah, because who falls asleep in 1 minute sitting up in front of cameras?
How long do you think you were asleep before she whispered your name, just out of curiosity?
As soon as she saw me pop up, like you guys did, she was like, "Dom." And then I opened my eyes, and it was cutting to the next shot, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe this just happened to me." I am
Did
mortified.
Like your soul leave your body?
It left. I was pinching myself under the desk like, this has to be a nightmare. Like one of those work nightmares. Because it's not my life right now.
But then you saw the reaction, and it's overwhelmingly supportive, positive. I mean, for people who work in news, not in news, everybody had your back in this. And we, as we were discussing off camera, the internet is not always a nice place.
It's not always a nice place. And what I love so much about this situation is that it shows the good side of humanity. And that people understand, like, what I'm going through as a mother. There's so many other mothers out there who, and parents in general, who work hard. They show up to work, they give 100%, and then they go home. And that's like a whole nother full-time job as well. And they're giving 100% to their families.
What's your message to folks who might be watching or listening, who've become familiar with your story?
I just want parents to know that you're doing a great job. And keep it up. And to the mothers out there, those long nights, they're worth it. Continue to show up to work, give your best, and then also come home and give your best to your children as well, because all they want is for their parents to show up and be there for them.
Favorite story of the day? Thank you so much. Thanks for being here.
Dominique, thank you. Your kids are going to look back on this and laugh and be happy with the sacrifices that you have made. At least that's what we tell ourselves, right?
All right. By the way, she's going to come back in the 3rd hour. Shout out to Derek over there in the corner, too. Your husband made Derek made the trip. You had a nice night in the city, got a full night's sleep. So, but
biggest supporter.
Yeah.
Take a nap on the plane ride home.
Oh, I took a nap coming.
Mr. Roker's been known to take a nap at work from time to time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, although usually I'm the one putting people to sleep. So wake up, everybody. We are looking at showers and thunderstorms from Minnesota all the way down into parts of St. Louis, Missouri, Illinois. We've got some flood watches as very strong thunderstorms come firing through there. We're going to be watching that today. In fact, as this front sags to the east and south, spotty showers across the Appalachians. We're looking at heavy rain in the Midwest. Tomorrow, scattered storms moving into the Northeast. The severe risk is low, but there could be some locally heavy showers, especially right now. We're looking at Springfield, St. Louis, Peoria with the heaviest rain, and then we see a lot of wet weather making its way from the southeast all the way down into Florida. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that's your latest weather, guys.
Look who's here. Who's via JBH.
Hi, guys. Okay, get ready to pucker up because we have a sour but very sweet boost on the way right after this.
All right, we're back. JBH is here. Dylan's joined the fun.
Good morning.
Just in time for the boost.
Yes. Shall we boost it? Let's boost it. It is always good to try new things, even if they don't work out exactly like you want. And one baby is going viral, proving just that. She kept reaching for Grandpa's lemonade, so he finally gave in and let her take a sip. By the way, a baby lemonade face is one of the best faces there is. You know, that sour face, and she had a moment of regret.
Yeah.
But she went in for round two.
I think she liked it.
Went in for round two. You have to try that with your babe.
Oh, I've done that.
Oh, you have?
Oh, I've given her a lemon. And I thought, and then she went to grab it, and she grabbed it back. She started going.
But did she have that baby lemonade face?
Because it's a taste they haven't experienced before.
Exactly.
I love it.
That was a good one.
All right, that was fun. All right, just ahead, guys. Today's the day. The highly anticipated return of Ted Lasso.
And there he is, folks. The beloved coach himself, Jason Sudeikis, right outside. We're going to bring him in. He's going to tell us all about season 4 right after your local news weather. And these messages, we believe. So it's 8 o'clock on today. Coming up, the results are in. Overnight, NBC News projecting a win for progressive Abdul El-Sayed in Michigan's closely watched Democratic Senate primary.
Tomorrow, we begin to mend fences.
The stage now set for a midterm clash with a Trump-backed Republican that could decide Washington's balance of power. We're live with the very latest. Then, better off Ted.
So you're going to give me the cold shoulder and the silent treatment. That's a combo. Does it come with a medium drink?
Coach Lasso himself, Jason Sudeikis, live in Studio 1A.
Good to see you. You too.
To talk about the highly anticipated new season and much more coming right up. And let's get real. We're celebrating that major milestone for the Real Housewives.
Be cool. Don't be all, uncool.
With iconic stars from your favorite season and the king of Bravo himself, Andy Cohen, live. All that, plus the top shows of 2026 so far.
Welcome to the pit.
Bowen takes Broadway.
Guys?
And heated rivalry's new message to fans.
I'm coming to the cottage.
It's all ahead today, Wednesday, August 5th, 2026.
It's Nick's first New York adventure from San Francisco. Friends for 40 years on a girls' trip. Here with my mom on a bucket list trip. Visiting today from Erie, PA.
Georgetown, Kentucky.
Tinley Park, Illinois. Cape Coral, Florida. And Des Moines, Iowa. It's my 13th birthday. Good morning, man. I love you. Markville, Minnesota.
My dream come true to be on the Today Show.
Look at that, making dreams happen.
They do come
making
true.
dreams happen. Welcome back to Today. So glad you're with us on a Wednesday morning. And look at all those Smiling, happy people. I'm talking very slowly so we can make sure we get all of them on television, even though we're going to go outside in 30 minutes and put them on TV once again.
Everyone needs their moment.
Yeah.
Right?
Laura Jarrett helping us out, filling in for Savannah today. Let's get right to your news at 8 o'clock. We are going to begin with those crucial primaries in 5 states and the most closely watched race, the Democratic Senate nomination in Michigan. It's seen by many as a battle for the direction of the Democratic Party. And NBC's chief Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Noble joins us now with some of those results. Ryan, good morning to you once again.
Hey, Craig, good morning. And it turned out to be quite a long night for Democrats in Michigan. This race turned out to be much closer than anyone anticipated, but it was a big night for progressives as the candidate Abdul El-Sayed looks to squeak out a victory over the more moderate Haley Stevens. Now, this sets up what could be the most competitive race on the Senate map heading into the midterm elections, and it's one Democrats must win if they have any hopes of taking back the majority.
Overnight, a victory for progressive Democrats in battleground Michigan. In the closely watched, high-stakes Democratic Senate primary, voters choosing Abdul El-Sayed as their party's Senate nominee, defeating establishment-backed Congresswoman Haley Stevens.
Tomorrow we begin to mend fences. We have a responsibility to assure that we unite to make sure that Mike Rogers never sees the inside of the U.S. Senate.
The former public health official ran on a populist platform, campaigning on Medicare for all and abolishing ICE, and touting endorsements from progressives, including Bernie Sanders, who spoke with Kristen Welker and Hallie Jackson overnight.
I'm very proud of the campaign that he ran. It was a grassroots campaign. He had thousands and thousands of volunteers.
President Trump last night blasting progressive candidates like El-Sayed.
I think either they're very naive or they actually want to ruin the country. Anybody doing what they're doing and what they're espousing, everything turns out to ashes and junk and filth.
El-Sayed will now face a bruising battle against the Republican nominee, former Congressman Mike Rogers, who is endorsed by Trump for an open seat. That seat critical to Democrats' hopes of retaking the Senate this fall. In the Michigan governor's race, another Trump-backed candidate, John James, will face off against the Democratic nominee, Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson. Progressives are also claiming victory in a key Michigan House primary, with activist William Lawrence defeating 2 Democratic challengers, setting up a race with Republican Tom Barrett in a district that President Trump carried by just 1 point in 2024. All of it raising the stakes for control of Congress in the midterm elections that are now just 90 days away.
And it was no doubt a good night for progressives in last night's primaries, but it was by no means a complete sweep. Moderates did win in other parts of Michigan, and they also won in a state like Missouri. We'll show you the results of that race where Wesley Bell, who is the incumbent there, was facing a challenge from the more progressive Cori Bush. This was a rematch of a race from 2 years ago. Bell was able to hold on and win there. And in Virginia, the more moderate candidates won in 2 crucial districts there, which is a big part of Democrats' plans to win back the House majority. Craig?
Ryan Noble's for us there in Washington. Ryan, thank you.
Turning now to those devastating fires in Spokane, Washington. Some families returning to their neighborhoods yesterday only to find nothing but piles of ash. This is the man accused of starting one of those fires now goes before a judge. NBC's Morgan Chesky is in Spokane with the very latest for us. Morgan, good morning once again to you.
Yeah, Laura, good morning. And authorities say that 37-year-old Aaron Farnacci is being held on $1 million bond for starting the very fire that's now burned thousands of acres, hundreds of homes, including the very one we are standing in front of. And investigators say that they don't know any potential motive here, but they are holding him in custody ahead of an arraignment that is expected to take place tomorrow. This 37-year-old pleaded guilty to manslaughter back in 2010 for killing his own father in Arizona. He did serve prison time for that, but was released 6 years ago. In the meantime, the battle against these fast-moving wildfires continues with containment still at 0%. These are 3 separate blazes around the Spokane area that have not merged yet, but that is a concern with temperatures only getting hotter starting today through the end of the week, making this firefight even tougher for the crews that are working 24/7 here. Laura?
They Sure are. Morgan Chesky, thank you.
Police responded to the Miami area home of celebrity blogger and podcaster Perez Hilton last night after reports that he engaged in self-harm in a live-streamed video. A statement from the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office did not name Hilton, but say the individual was, quote, safely recovered and taken to the hospital. The video, which was streamed on TikTok before the platform pulled it, appeared to show Hilton covered in blood with cuts around his arms and torso holding what appeared to be a knife. There's no word this morning on his condition.
Security camera video captured a deadly home explosion in southern Illinois. Take a look at this. You can see that massive ball of flame, smoke, and debris shooting into the air there. One person was killed in the blast, but officials have not released their identity. The cause of that explosion is still underway.
We've got some big news from the WNBA now. The league's newest expansion team now has a name and a logo. Introducing the Cleveland Sirens, the team unveiling their identity with this video during an event at Rocket Arena yesterday. The name Sirens draws inspiration from the sirens of Greek mythology. Cleveland is the league's 16th team, and they will begin play next year.
It's very cool.
Let's go Sirens.
I like it. All right. Well, we've covered the news now. Now Dylan is here. What you got in Pop Start coming up?
Well, coming up in Pop Start, Bowen Yang just landed his next big gig following his SNL departure. It's something that he's never done before. We'll have all the details.
Also, believe it, Ted Lasso is back today. We've got the man himself, Jason Sudeikis, right here in the studio. We're going to catch up with him right after this.
You know what the happiest animal on earth is? It's a goldfish. You know why? No. It's got a 10-second memory. Be a goldfish, Sam.
And Sam was. We are back now, 8:12, with words of wisdom from everybody's favorite coach. Folks, the wait is finally over. Ted Lasso is back. The feel-good comedy became an instant hit. In just 3 seasons, it racked up 61 Emmy nominations, 13 wins, and one unforgettable message: to always believe. In the new season that's out today, Ted facing his biggest challenge yet, coaching AFC Richmond's brand new women's team. Take a look.
Right. Whoa. Boy, y'all don't have a lot of wiggle room in here, do you?
The only space available to us was the Academy locker room.
We're just happy to be here, Coach. Oh,
Oh, we are joined now by the man behind the mustache, Ted Lasso, creator, star, Jason Sudeikis. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
You were here a while back.
Yes.
We talked about the end of Ted Lasso. And you said, I remember, I think I want to make sure I get it right.
Is this a hearing?
Well, it may turn into it, because you made it seem as if this was it.
It was.
You put a perfect bow tie on it. Storybook ending.
Yep.
And then what?
And then those voices of those characters just kept talking to me, just nonstop. Makes it very difficult to fall asleep when you got, Rebecca Welton in one ear and Roy Kent in another one and Keely Jones, and then other voices started to show up that were people that I didn't know who they were yet, and then we had to find out if the enthusiasm that I was feeling within me and the ideas were maybe not just within me. And so then started talking to my friends Joe and Brendan, and they were like, yeah, we could do more, and then talked to other writers, and yeah, one thing after another. That was all what was going on the inside. And then outside, yeah, people were just loving it. It was fun to watch. It's been fun to watch and have really good seats. The ascension of women's sports, like in sort of media and culture. And I was like, well, okay, well let's see what we got to do. I think the kids wanted me out of the house, a little bit more. They want to see Dad do something he loves, and that's kind of some of the themes that we're exploring in the in these first couple episodes at least.
We don't want to give away too much, but you and I were just talking about this pressure. Like when you've got something that was so well received, so beloved, won so many awards, the pressure that you had to have felt to go back and mess around with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tremendous responsibility that we want to hold ourselves accountable on the creative side and see what we could do. But Yeah, I think that sometimes that fear is, leads you. If you follow that fear, sometimes it's taking you the right way. Hopefully not off a bridge or anything. Right. But I mean, it's why do people climb Everest? Because they can. So why try to bring a successful TV show back after you finish it? Because we had the opportunity to do it. So
yeah, and by the way, I think it works because most of the key players, they all showed up to play.
That's true.
They all came back.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about what a lot of folks said made that show special. First of all, it comes out during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And one of the things I've always loved about your character in particular are these lassoisms. Just a couple of them. Be curious, not judgmental.
Sure.
Doing the right thing, never the wrong thing. For me, success is not about the wins and losses. It's about helping these young fellas be the best versions of themselves. We first met Ted arguably at a time when this country and our society really needed that sort of uplift and inspiration. What makes you think we still need Coach Lasso?
Golly, I don't know if things are necessarily better. So there's always that. But we're not thinking about that. I was just thinking about playing a guy that was fun to play, that saw the best in life and saw the best in people, regardless of how they presented themselves in that exact moment. And we didn't know it was going to be healing to people or medicinal. We certainly didn't anticipate. We had no, despite maybe what it could look like, we did not cause the pandemic in order to help our show be more successful. We didn't do any of that. So yeah, but it's a fun thing to play. It's a fun character to play. It's a fun way to write. It's a fun way to view the world. And even though sometimes you do need to squabble up every now and then, to sort of see people, for more than just what possibly their anger or their ignorance is presenting, I think is maybe the long con towards having a better life, and maybe us all, recognizing the things that are more similar.
I also love that Coach Lasso just dropped a Kendrick Lamar reference.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, well, yeah. He does. He's at a good reference level.
Yeah, he does. One of the other, in addition to the Lassoisms, the dance has really, the first episode and the last episode, we see Ted Lasso do this, and we're not going to do it on morning television, obviously, because I don't want to have to try to do it with you.
No, we'll tear our meniscus.
But there it is. There's the Lasso. It's like a combination between the Running Man and something else. But is it true that dance also landed you your gig at SNL?
Well, I mean, at least this was my last episode as a writer. There's me playing Kevin Butler from the kicker for the 85 Bears, and Tom Brady playing Jim McMahon. And so I've been told is that when I was doing that part, that was just me making a bold choice as a writer. I co-wrote that sketch with a few folks, including our buddy Joe Kelly, who's one of the co-creators of Ted Lasso. Yeah. And at some point during the meeting on Friday, the conversation amongst the producers was like, that should be a cast member in there. Yeah. And then apocryphally, or actually, Tina was like, well, who else is going to get those laughs? And then Lauren was like, no, it's a good point. Let's keep him in. And it stayed in. And then that was on a Saturday. Then we had 2 weeks off, and the Friday before we came back to work, Lauren was like, we want to put you in the cast. I was like, oh, dang. So
that's a great Lauren.
Well, I mean, the people, he does the best one. But that dance has been like a little good luck charm throughout my life. And it was just me, being fortunate to grow up at a time when MTV showed music videos and had MTV raps, and seeing House Party a whole bunch of times and trying to dance like Kid or play.
I got you something, because I heard that after
timing.
2 beers,
Jason
Sudeikis becomes Ted Lasso.
That's right. That's what it is.
What happens after the 2 beers?
It's on an empty stomach, and I believe I said on a friend's boat. Which I don't have.
We don't have a boat.
No, I don't have many friends.
That's not true.
No, there's something about don't buy a boat. Get a friend that has a boat. This is nice.
Cheers.
Cheers, indeed.
Coach Lasso's return. We want you to finish those before you come back in the third hour.
That'll be a fun second segment. Second hour, third hour.
4 seasons out today. Mm-hmm. What about the 5th season?
Who are you working for?
Are we getting a fifth? Maybe a sixth.
Yeah, well, give me a third beer and we'll see what's what.
All right. Ted Lasso himself, Jason Sudeikis, coming back for the third and fourth hours. We call that running the gauntlet around here at the Today Show.
Yeah, okay, good.
New season of Ted Lasso. It is out today on Apple TV. Mr. Roker, we saved you a beer.
Well, thank you. I wonder how many beers does it take to get the mustache back?
Exactly, yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's find out. I love it. All right. We're looking at showers and storms today in the southeast. Heavy rain making its way through the Midwest. Record highs continuing out in the southwest, and that wildfire smoke causing big problems in the Pacific Northwest. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that's your latest weather. Best time of the morning.
That was pretty good.
It was good.
It was good. Set a beer over for you.
Very nice.
From Coach Lasso.
Don't grow a mustache.
Don't do a shoey.
Like he said, you never know. All right, first up. Streaming stats are in for the first half of 2026. Nielsen releasing the numbers for the most watched shows so far this year. Let's take a look at the top three. With only 2 seasons and 30 episodes, The Pit claimed a spot on the podium. Nielsen points out that season 2 saw a big lift in viewership over season 1. And with the show's third season currently filming, it's safe to say that we'll be streaming a lot more of Dr. Robbie and the Gang in the future. I know, Craig, you're a huge fan of that show. At the number 2 spot, you know her, you love her. It's Bluey. The animated Australian healer holds her own as the highest streamed children's show on the list. But it's the first time in 2 years that Bluey did not take the top spot. So can you guess which show did? I'll give you a hint. After nearly 10 years, we had to finally say goodbye to this sci-fi show.
We can do this. I know it. One last fight, and this whole nightmare, it'll be over. It'll finally be over.
Okay.
And everybody had to see how it was going to end. Stranger Things turned the world upside down. It's the most watched streaming title of the first 6 months with 23 billion minutes viewed.
Crazy.
Billion minutes. That's a lot
crazy.
of minutes. Yeah. Who's got that much time? Next up, Heated Rivalry, the steamy hockey show that Craig's also a fan of, took the world by storm, adding these 5 words to the pop culture vocabulary forever.
What the? I'm coming to the cottage.
I'm coming to the cottage.
It's just fun to say. So while Ilya may be coming to the cottage, not everyone is invited. With season 2 of Heated Rivalry beginning to film, the crew is kindly asking fans to stay on the bench. In a statement posted to social media, the show's account wrote, "As we gear up for more Heated Rivalry, please help us in making it the best it can be. If you happen to come across one of our filming locations, please give our cast and crew the space they need to do what they do best. We promise it'll be worth the wait."
No spoilers.
I have seen more pictures of the two of them around
Me
town
too.
in Canada.
Yeah.
Do you know what the cottage is?
No, I don't.
Jenna will tell you.
We'll teach you later.
I know cottage cheese.
Way
cottage cheese, brother.
Way
It's not
different.
cottage cheese. But cottage cheese is pretty good.
Yeah, well,
What's next?
all right.
What else you got,
Moving
Joe?
on. We have to talk about Bowen Yang. From his 7.5 seasons on Saturday Night Live, we know the Emmy nominee to be quite theatrical.
I'm your favorite hippo's favorite hippo. And I'm thirsty host!
Well, now Bowen is taking his talents to Broadway. Yesterday, it was announced the comedian will make his Broadway debut.
Oh, my gosh.
In the Tony-winning play, Oh, Mary.
We got to go see that.
We really do.
Jenna has been raving about this.
He's going to play Mary Todd.
Yes.
Well, listen, let me tell you. Bowen will take on the lead role of Mary Todd Lincoln. For those who haven't seen the show, it follows the First Lady as she tries to pursue her lifelong dream of becoming a cabaret star. Bowen starts performances beginning September 15th.
You seem surprised about the concept.
Well, yes.
Yeah, where have you
It's been
for the
around.
last couple of
I'm
years?
not
It
missed
won the
it.
Tony.
I was at the cottage, I guess.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, those are both
Covered a
adjacent.
lot.
In that.
All right, finally.
Yeah, exactly.
Carrie Underwood. Since 2013, America has kicked off their Sunday nights with this familiar tune. Well, with a month to go until the NFL's return, Carrie is making a big announcement about her future. She is officially coming back for her 14th season. This year, the country singer has revamped the Sunday night anthem, calling it more of a Joan Jett inspiration. You can hear the theme on September 13th when the New York Giants host the Dallas Cowboys right here on NBC and Peacock.
All right. Ooh, got us a new best time of the morning.
Look who is here. The king of Bravo himself in his baby blue, looking good. Andy Cohen.
Good morning, everybody.
Andy is here because, folks, the Real Housewives are celebrating their 20th anniversary, and they're doing it with a new series featuring some of the most iconic housewives taking a cross-country journey. Andy, we're going to chat about that coming up in just a bit. But first, why don't you bring out the stars of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Roaring 20th.
From Orange County, Craig, the one who started it all. She definitely did not arrive here in a family van. Vicky Gunvalson, everybody. From the Big Apple, always being cool, not all like uncool. The Queen of Cabaret, the Countess Luann de Lesseps. From the Garden State, steer clear of tables around this one. Teresa Giudice. Hey, crowd, these are superstars. Give it up. A diamond from Beverly Hills. Goodbye, Kyle. No, hello, Kyle. It's Kyle Richards. From Potomac, the word on the street is that she's the word on the street. It's Giselle Bryant. Look at her. With her snowflake from Salt Lake City and a glam team on speed dial around the world, it's baby gorgeous herself, Lisa Barlow. Look at these icons of housewives, artistry, superstars, all in their own right. Give it up, Plaza.
All right, ladies, thank you. Congratulations, by the way. We're just getting started. We're going to celebrate 20 years of the Housewives with Andy a little bit more after the break. Also talk about the Housewives' big 20th anniversary, the new show, and a lot more. But first, this is Today on NBC. We are back with the Real Housewives on the Plaza, back as they celebrate just quite the milestone. You see them out there taking some selfies, doing some glad handing. They're going to continue to greet more of their fans out there. Meanwhile, inside, let's talk to the man behind the hit franchise, the one, the only Andy Cohen, 20 years after its debut. That little show of his has grown into a bona fide pop culture phenomenon, spanning 12 cities, more than 150 women, and as we just saw, to celebrate the milestone, 7 of the franchise's most iconic stars, they're hitting the road on the Ultimate Girls Trip, kicking things off with what else? A yacht party and the trip down memory lane.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, no. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. How good did we do here? I love this. Who asked for this? This is so cute. Luann, what were you, 12? I know, right? Jeez. Look how young my face looks.
Okay, welcome back.
That's a refrain that happens often on the Housewives. Good morning. Thank you.
I mean,
it's really exciting.
To do 20 years of anything television these days is quite the feat.
I was talking to the ladies about that last night. They've been on television and dominating pop culture for so many years, each of them. And they've opened up their lives to us, and we've seen them evolve as moms and wives and friends. It's incredible.
You've got 7 of the most iconic housewives coming together for it's like the Avengers of the Housewives.
That is correct.
What can fans expect, Andy?
Hilarity, drama, and a lot of sisterhood, actually. And we see from about 80 past housewives as they go from city to city. So it's incredible cameos. It's like the greatest trip down memory lane for what I think is the greatest kind of docu-soap opera in TV history.
First of its kind.
Yeah.
I mean, is it true that after the first season or during the first season in Orange County, you actually thought about scrapping it?
I was in charge of programming at Bravo, working right across the street.
Yeah.
From here, I remember the meeting when we were sitting there talking about the Real Housewives of Orange County as we had shot we're trying to make season 1. And I was sitting there kind of hoping that my boss was going to kill it because I didn't know if it was going to work. So I thought, well, it would be easy for me. You know, it would be easier for me. Thank God.
Right.
We stayed with it. Thank God.
Why didn't you think it was going to work back then?
Just a variety of, I don't want to get in the weeds.
Okay.
But yes, it was just, I don't know.
Well, it did work. And
It did.
And it's worked
Did
all
it
over
ever?
the country.
Yes.
You're the executive producer for all of them.
Yes.
Do you? I've always wondered. Like, there's so many different storylines happening.
Yeah.
Do you ever get lost yourself with?
My brain is a never-ending journey of useless information. I carry it all. I retain it, and it's all not useless to me. It's priceless to me.
So much has happened over the last 2 decades, including you becoming a dad.
Yeah.
And your kid, if I'm not mistaken, I think 7 and 4 now.
Yes.
They're kind of old enough to get that dad's, he's a big deal. How do you explain what it is that you do for work to the kids?
And they're watching this morning, so hi, Ben and Lucy. I tell Ben specifically, I'm with those beautiful women on that show that I work on.
Okay.
And he knows he can't watch it.
Not yet.
Yes.
No, it's not kid friendly.
Yes, exactly.
You are also, and I can say this because you're Instagram official.
Yes.
There's a fella in your life. You've been hanging out together for a while.
Getting in there.
I mean, if Andy Cohen's on the show, I feel like we got. So is he a Real Housewives kind of guy?
Never seen it. Never seen it.
Not one frame.
Never seen it. Yes, has not seen one frame. He's starting to, his algorithm is feeding him Housewives-related things because, our phones listen to everything we say. So he's starting to, I think, get a sense of the universe, but he has no clue.
Does that not bother you at all?
No, not at all. I love it. He loves my kids and me, and that's what's important.
Okay.
But I'll get him there.
All right.
Yes.
The last time you were here, we attempted to do taglines, and I want to remind folks how poorly it went. Here's a snippet. As a journalist, I usually keep one ear to the ground because I'm getting the other one pierced. You know what? Yep, there's the reaction.
Yes.
It was mediocre.
Yes.
It was mediocre.
Chanel had the best one.
She did.
Yes.
But I wanted to try again.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Do I do it right? I just do it to this camera here, guys?
Okay.
All right. Are they going to play the music or no? I don't get the music. Oh, here we go. I might spill the tea, but I still keep the glass half full.
That's good.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
We got another one.
Got one more.
Okay.
Growing up in the South, I was raised to mind my manners, not my business.
All right. I'm lost in the words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last one.
Okay.
Okay. And you're always honest.
Okay.
I may be in the business of news, but I'm never above a little drama.
That's a good starting place. We'll work on that. Yes.
I could be a real.
We're getting close, but the first one was my
better. Okay.
Yes. I don't just spill the tea. I keep the glass half full or whatever that was. I like that.
Okay.
And that also speaks to you and your journey this season on the show, right?
Thank you.
Yes.
Look at Andy Cohen.
Yes, it's where you're at on the Today Show right now.
Are we going to get 20 more years of this?
Yes. Hell
40
yes.
years of The Real Housewives.
That's my job. I want to keep this going as long as I can.
I got a hankering.
I got kids to feed. Yes.
Well done, brother. Well
Thanks.
done. Always a pleasure. Be sure to catch The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, Roaring 20th this Sunday on Bravo, and of course, streaming the next day on Peacock.
And I'm going to be with the ladies in the 10 o'clock hour.
Oh, of course you are.
Yes.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yes.
And then you're going to go do radio.
Yes.
And then you're going to go and do one of your other 16 jobs.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Laura Jarrett, what you got?
I thought you were going to have a new tagline about your hair journey that you're going through right now.
Your hair.
All right.
Oh, whoa. Andy likes it.
I love it. I was
all
going to say it right before we,
Keep
love
going
your
out.
haircut.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks great.
I figure I should do it while I can before it goes on.
I'm in the same thing.
Thank you.
It's a work in progress.
Yes. Well,
Just ahead, though, a special edition of Today Bestsellers featuring incredible items for your home, your kitchen, your car, things you never even knew you needed. But first, this is Today on NBC. Welcome Welcome back. This morning on Today Bestsellers, an entire lineup for you of editor and fan favorite products you didn't even know you needed. And here to give us all the details is Shop Today editor, senior editor, Julie Risavuto. And don't forget, scan that QR code, shop along with us. You know what to do. Julie, good morning.
Good morning.
So this first one may look intimidating, but it's actually super easy.
Yes, let me tell you, this is a life-changing find. Okay. So this is a fabric stitch gun, and in seconds, it'll add a stitch to any of your clothing.
I did it today.
You did today?
Yes.
When you have a top that's like a little low cut, maybe you want a little coverage or some, reinforcement.
Yes.
This will do it. It's alterations on the go. If you have some pants you want to hem, this can do that too. Repair some seams. It also comes with these fasteners here, so it comes with 2,000 of them.
Wow.
So you can, do this for all your clothes whenever you need, right at home. So much better than a safety pin or fashion tape.
And what's so nice is it's clear, so it never shows. You don't have to worry about like something
invisible.
off.
It's incredible.
All right, so after a long summer of playing and maybe in the beach, in the sand, your cuticles are a little...
Yes, so this is another game changer. It's by Sally Hansen. It is their instant cuticle remover, and it's so popular right now that over 40,000 have been sold on Amazon in the last month alone, and it works so quickly. So you just put it on your cuticles, like right around the edge.
Yeah.
It's going to soften that area. It's going to help remove that excess skin, and then you can just, within 15 seconds of leaving it there, push it back with your fingernail or with a manicure stick, and your nail beds will look amazing.
Craig's Manicures is going to be so grateful for this.
And it's anti-inflammatory because it has chamomile and aloe in it too.
Lovely.
And it's just $5.
Okay,
So,
what is seat gap fillers?
Okay, so this is one of those things that you never think about, and then when you have it, you're like, this is totally cool. Like, this is amazing. So what it does is it fits between that gap that's in your car, between the car seat and the center console.
The thing that's full of all the like crackers and cereal from the kids?
Exactly, where your phone falls, your wallet falls, all your valuables and food can sometimes fall in that gap. This is going to fit inside it so that nothing falls down there again. So it solves that problem, but also, when you're driving and something falls down there and you reach for it, you're distracted, and that's really dangerous. So this helps prevent that as well. And it comes with 2 in there, so you can, put one in the passenger side and the driver's side.
That's so helpful.
Yeah.
All right. Truly didn't know you needed it. Now, this is very timely.
Very timely.
Given all of the foodborne illnesses we have going on.
Yeah, so headlines have really, stressed the importance of cleaning your vegetables, cleaning your fruit. You want to get rid of that bacteria, dirt, grime, and pesticide residue as well. So we found these brushes, and now these are great because they have 2 sides to them. So one side has gentler bristles, and that's going to be great for, that delicate produce. So think berries, think mushrooms, things like that. The other side is a little stiffer, so the heartier produce. So think, cucumbers, potatoes. You can really give it a scrub down. And these come in a pack of 2, so you can, also throw them in the dishwasher after you clean your vegetables.
Oh, that's smart.
Give it a quick clean. Yes. So these are really incredible. Then these are really cool.
Yeah, what's that?
These are food saver sheets. So these are going to use organic botanicals to extend the freshness of your fruits and vegetables, according to the brand, up to 4 times as long as they usually would. So you just put it in a fruit basket, in your fruit bowl, or maybe a bag of lettuce. That's all you have to do. And it will extend the life of your fruit.
That's so helpful.
It's really great. And they're reusable for up to a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse. So you open a container of berries, and it's like, they're expensive. And
I
the
know.
kids just like,
you got to
eating so
toss
much
them.
fruit.
Yes.
Okay, for the dishwasher.
Yeah, so we always forget to clean the appliances that do the cleaning, right? Like, how often do you clean your dishwasher?
Never.
Exactly. So this is going to really help with that. So easy. You use it as a regular tablet. Just throw it in with your dishes so you can save, on water, so you don't have to do it with an empty load. And it's going to remove odors. It's going to remove any hard water stains, grime, grease. Yeah, it's really incredible. And according to the brand, it also will help clear out any foam from those inner tubes and the filter. So if there's any, build up there, hopefully that will prevent any calls to the plumber over time.
And save you some money.
Yes, these are incredible.
How often should we be using this, I wonder?
I use mine like once a month, but you can do it every other week too. There's really no amount of time. It's really a Shop Today favorite. Like, all the editors on our team have these.
So many things you didn't even know you needed, but now you need it.
Now you know.
Julie, thank you. Get your hands on these products. Just scan that QR code or head to today.com/shop. And remember, Today earns a commission on purchases made through our QR codes and links. We're back in just a moment. This is Today on NBC.
All right, so welcome back. We had a walkout for the Real Housewives earlier in the show. And we heard that there were some folks who got a little jealous about it. So we thought it was only fitting to do the same walkout for our friends from Ted Lasso. Yes. Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah.
Fresh off his liquid courage in our last half hour. Little blue steel. And look who's joining him. His buddy on the sidelines and in real life, Brendan Hardy, a.k.a. Coach as we celebrate the return of Ted Lasso.
Look at the face.
They understood the assignment. They understood it.
You throw us right in. Yes, and that's our training.
The music made some progress on the beer, too.
Yes, that one or two.
Yeah.
What's happening here?
Well, we'll see. We'll get,
Brendan,
stick around.
That's it.
We're going to get you one
got
tip,
some
Brendan.
catching up to do, Brendan.
Exactly.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Brendan, we were talking to Mr. Sudeikis a few minutes ago. We didn't get a chance to talk to you yet. What's it like being back, season 4?
It just feels right. It's been like a series of reunions from top to bottom, including being here, frankly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just been really, really great. And ever since finally got a text from this guy to come to his senses and be like, I think we should keep doing it.
Yes, that's how you pitched the 4th season. You just texted him.
Yeah, that's all it is. An emoji. Just this guy.
And you thumbs up back. And that's
What was your emoji
That's it.
back?
Hearts the thumbs.
Well, I mean, first I had to dust off the literal metric ton of sand under which I'd been living, waiting for this text to come. But then thumb, and then peach. That's kind of our code. Yeah.
Oh, there's much more to come. We're just getting started with these two. They're coming back in the 3rd hour as well.
Just getting started. Maybe a little bit more beer for you. And don't forget, the new season of Ted Lasso is out today on Apple TV. We are back after your local news.
Maybe I can try to.
I should know the answer.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.